Hello everyone, this is Dr. Anaga and this is Dr. Praveen Jacob. He is the consultant of Veda Wellness Center in Nisargamane, adjunct professor of Case Hegde Medical College and scientific advisor of Alpha Natural. Well, in this second wave of pandemic, we are seeing a lot of black fungus cases, something that we haven't heard before. And recently in Bangalore, there was a hospital that was specifically made for treating patients who are affected with black fungus. So let us know what this is all about, and I here invite Dr. Praveen Jacob to let us know more about black fungus. So doctor, I welcome you to our show today. In this time, as we all know, so many of us are getting panicky about the new disease that is mucormycosis.
Yeah.
So would you please let us know more about this and how it can be treated?
Yeah, there's two risk factors for black fungus infection. First is uncontrolled diabetes. Second, immunocompromised individuals, like people with a low, poor immunity. These are the two predisposing factors contributing to fungus infection. So I feel not every COVID patient develop it. The ratio could be in 1 lakh population, maybe maximum 4 or 5. And particularly, diabetic patients are highly prone because as the name suggests, it is a fungus. And fungus require a fuel, the food to multiply, which is nothing but glucose. And diabetic patients, invariably they have huge amount of glucose in their bloodstream, and which is a ideal environment for this fungus to multiply. And second one, immunosuppressants. Like it's well known that the heavy dosage of steroids are the major underlying cause of this black fungus.
Okay.
Because it's established fact that the steroids can lower immunity. Immunity,
Yes.
That's what all autoimmune patients are prescribed with the steroids.
Yes.
And when you have low immunity, this fungus, which is naturally found everywhere, even in our skin, in our nasopharynx region, mouth, in soil, in cloth, everywhere this fungus is commonly found. But it never can invade our body. But when our immunity, the strength of immunity goes down by steroids, this is an opportunistic fungus. It takes its role. It starts keep multiplying in our body, and it invades orbital cavity and nasal cavity.
Okay. So you say that all of us are exposed to black fungus and most of us would be having this fungus.
Definitely,
in our
all
body.
of us have in our body, the
And-
tiny fraction of this fungus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And only some people get affected by it.
Not some. During the COVID infection, people are prescribed with the steroids that reduce the
Immunity.
immunity. When you have low immunity, this fungus start attacking our body. So it's everywhere, every day, or any given point of time, this fungus can be found in our different parts of our body.
Okay. So what are the symptoms of this fungal infection and how do we differentiate it from COVID?
Yeah, so say this is a post-COVID infection.
Okay.
So once the fever subsides, the complication of COVID subsides because of poor immunity and hyperglycemia, like uncontrolled diabetes. So I feel as high as 98% of people have a metabolic syndrome or diabetes. So that's a major criteria to develop fungus infection, uncontrolled diabetes, because uncontrolled diabetic patients have too much of glucose in their bloodstream.
Yes.
So which became a fuel for this fungus to multiply.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the common symptoms of this fungal infection is one is pain or redness around the eyes and nose, fever, headache, coughing, and then shortness of breath, blood vomiting, and altered mental status. So doctor, please let us know how it can be prevented.
So two most important factors to control it more effectively. One is timeline of steroid consumption. So you should consume antibiotics and steroids very prudentially. You should exercise the caution. And I don't think so that soon after getting the fever or diagnosing with the COVID, you should not start with the steroids. If the COVID step into the complex issues like complications or accumulation of fluid in lung or pneumonia, one should start with the steroids. So initially if you start, that can significantly your immunity to a very low level.
Okay.
And second one, diabetic patient definitely try to have a better glucose. Very crucial. As sugar is the major fuel for this fungus to multiply, they should ensure to regulate the sugar, like to control, better glycemic control, below 140. So for same, you should go for a low carb diet.
Yes.
So if you diagnose with the COVID, the best choice a low carb diet for diabetic patient, and additionally they can increase the dosage of medication.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is two factors. So control the blood glucose. Second, use the steroid more prudentially,
Yes.
and don't abuse antibiotics.
Okay.
And third factor, the fungus. You know, there is lots of fungus in our mask. If you are afflicted with the COVID, it's better to prefer for disposable
Masks.
type of mask. When you wash and keep it for drying, there is high possibility of attracting the fungus.
Okay.
So this is the three important factors. The first one, use the steroids carefully. Second one, control the blood glucose. If you are a diabetic patient, control the blood glucose by low carb diet and with slightly higher amount of medication. And third one, try to use disposable mask if you are afflicted with a COVID infection. Yes.
So friends, as you heard the doctor say, the three things that you have to follow if you are affected by COVID. The first one is use steroids more prudentially. Second one, if you are a diabetic patient, make sure that your blood glucose levels are in control and try to implement a low carb diet. And the third one is use disposable masks if you are a COVID patient so that you are not exposed to fungus even more. So doctor, thank you for letting us know about all the things that we have to follow and about mucormycosis. Thank you.
Thank you.